Good morning. This is Josh Hayes with Hedge Plus, and here's today's market monitor. Not much changed over the weekend, though we did have a little bit of momentum to close out the week last week. Corn and soybeans are coming off 4 straight days of gains, albeit on the smaller side, and wheat had 3 straight days to close the week with grain. So we were green across the board Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then over the weekend, all we really saw was more back and forth between Russia and Ukraine. Russia, a little bit of a strike back on Ukraine. That situation doesn't seem to be getting anywhere close to a resolution, although I can't say the market is really reacting too much at this point. One thing we do have on top for today is trade talks in London between the U.S. and China. I wouldn't expect anything too dramatic to occur as a result of that, but it definitely shouldn't be anything other than supportive. Uh, Wheat market is getting a little bit of support from combined factors. Excess rain in the southern plains, still raining too much in already wet areas such as Oklahoma and southern Kansas, parts of Texas. There's also continued dryness in China. Their outlook for rain, which we talked about all last week, was next week sort of thing. Well, here we are, and their rains have not arrived, and their likelihood has diminished. So things are getting worse again in China. And then, as we talked about, the continuing conflict between Russia and Ukraine, and even the chance that things are going to flare up, are only on the rise. So these are all supportive factors for wheat. Nothing that's going to, set the market on fire, but definitely not going to hurt prices right now. On the bearish side, we are right smack dab in the middle of Argentina's harvest for both corn and beans, and now you add safrinha harvest in Brazil is really getting cranked up. They have had a nice long extended period of rain this season, and that has been great for late fill. But now their crop is ready to harvest, and the rain has stopped, so there's no obstacles to getting that done. That's just going to bring more corn to the market. And then, as far as the forecast goes, the near-term forecast, as wet as it's been, is starting to show that things are going to dry out in places like the Midwest, um, in other areas such as the Delta and Ohio River Valley, Tennessee River Valley. Those areas appear set to dry out. Rains slow down, but it will be cool at first with warm weather on tap. That initial warm up will not be considered negative. It's actually kind of needed. It's needed for crop development, but obviously, if it stays warm too long and the rains stay away, that's when they'll be concerned. But not quite yet getting built into the market. Taking a look at weather here today, as we talked about, heavy rain in the southern plains, the Delta, Midwest is getting some rains. Not too detrimental on the Midwest rain, but it is slowing down some field work and planting. Not much planting. Most of it's done. Dryness in the south is adding crop stress in Russia. As we talked about in Brazil, rains have ended, and it's quickening their safrinha harvest, which is really getting underway right now in full steam. And then in China, their confidence level for the needed rain has dramatically lowered. Interesting that I'm not hearing anything about their cloud seeding project, which is what they touted, helped reverse this situation a couple weeks back, only to see it dry up again and actually get worse. So regardless, that situation in China is something that's supportive now, and will probably be even more supportive later when, as a result of this drought, it forces them to ramp up their imports of corn and wheat. Taking a look at the markets, we're about where we left off on Friday. The corn market is exactly where we closed. Soybeans are up a couple cents, probably most likely on the slightest bit of optimism of the talks between the U.S. and China today. And then the wheat market, with all of the supporting aspects there, still finds a way to be down a penny. Though I must note, compared to Friday morning, essentially 24 hours of trade, corn is up 6 since Friday morning. Since this time Friday morning, soybeans are up 11 cents, and wheat since Friday morning is up 9 cents. We hope this momentum continues into this week and potentially set us up to make a nice little cash sale here soon. Well, that's all for today. Talk to you again tomorrow, and I hope everyone has a great day.